Hi everyone, this is Lana. Welcome to my channel. I was guided to do this transmission basically because I'm very tapped into the energies of the Sirius star, and this is an energy that we have been feeling for the past week or the past 3 to 4 days, depending on how you feel the energies. But what I have been getting is a lot of waves of energies. So I have been feeling like physically sometimes very dizzy. Even though I am grounding, I still get this feeling of like being elevated or being carried, being like lifted up into the light somehow, or being lifted up. So the sense of lack of gravity, so the sense of floating. And this has to do a lot with the element of water that is active, not only through the Cancer sign, through the eclipses, but also Sirius has a lot to do with the emotional body, and it has to do a lot with the blue energy and with water, with everything that's liquid and fluid in our 3D world. So it is very encouraged at this time that you drink a lot of water, that you rest also, and that you let your feelings flow through you. So you might be feeling very emotional right now. You might be feeling a lot of things from the past. You might be feeling exhausted, or like rushes of energy too. So if you can, try to move your body, try to support your body to flush all the energy, all the old energy away, and to really open yourself up to receive, because even if you do this consciously or not, we are receiving so much right now, so much energy, so many upgrades. So I wanted to explain to you a little bit how I see this portal. Today it's called the 7-7 portal. It has to do with Sirius, it has to do with the energy of the 7th ray. And this is the time where the star Sirius comes closer to Earth in the whole year. So from the 3rd to the 7th of July. So what this means for us, and what this means for star seeds and twin flames, is that you will have this heightened intuition. You will be extremely tapped in and connected to the spiritual world. You will be very tapped into your emotional body, but also you will be connecting to your subtle bodies, so to your light bodies. And you will also be receiving a lot of, it's like, you can imagine them like we call them diamond codes or light codes and light code activations, because through the sun and through the air we receive into our bodies energetically. It's like we are being radiated with this energy, which I see as a blue whitish energy, and also silver energy, like diamond energy. And it comes in through our bodies and comes all the way through all of our bodies, all the way into our physical body. And they're called activations because once these codes get into your body, into your system, it's like your energy absorbs them, and they start activating and bringing in new frequencies of light into your body. So basically they start to lift up your vibration, and as your vibration lifts up, as you start vibrating at a higher frequency, you may see different things. You may hear like a beeping in your ears, like a ringing in your ears. You may feel, you may hear voices, you may hear messages. You're being connected more fully to your higher self. so to the divine part of you, which is also what Sirius represents. And it's basically a time where your subtle bodies and your light bodies and your divine self is being reborn on Earth. So your 3D body and your 3D world are going through massive changes at this time. Massive reconfigurations, massive activations, and a massive release. So this is the release that many of you have been feeling, or many of us have been feeling. So it is great when we are in a time of release to really make it conscious. So that's why I'm bringing you this message today. In order for us to fully align with these new energies and to really be able to welcome them in, we have to first make space, make way, in order for these energies to have room to come in, right? So we need to let go of the old paradigm. We need to let go of old ways of thinking, of old tendencies and old energies, and letting go from the past. And this is what creates the space, the void, in order for this new energy to come in and to anchor in, to fully anchor in our bodies. So Sirius has always been one of my favorite stars. It has it's actually a dwarf star, so it's composed of two parts, so star A and star B, and they are together, right? So star A is like the center, and the nebulous is the star B, and it rotates around it, so it's like an ellipse around it, around the star, around one part of the star. So this for me also represents polarity. It represents the feminine and the masculine principle. And back in the day, all the old civilizations, especially Egypt, had a lot of point of reference with the Stargate, Sirius, and with the star. So many pyramids are aligned. Cheops is aligned with this, with Sirius, and it was considered like basically the central sun in ancient civilizations. And also there was knowledge about these high dimensional beings coming from that place and teaching the Egyptians or other ancient civilizations about new things and new technology. And there was always this knowing or this belief that Sirius was a place of very, very evolved beings who were helping Earth. And through the portal from the 3rd to the 7th, when it's closer to Earth, it was believed that it brought a lot of abundance, a lot of new life, and a lot of like help from these beings. And on the 26th of July, it's called the heliacal rising of Sirius. So it was a time where the Nile flooded, and because of this star's influence, and it brought abundance. So it's believed to bring abundance and to bring life and to bring nurturance. So it's connected to water, and it's also connected to the mother energy, to Isis, to Venus. So it is considered by many civilizations like a mother energy, like a birthing energy, like the birth canal of the cosmos. So where our universe is birthed, where our physical reality is birthed. So in this time where we are very connected to the star, we have many resources available to us to really let go of the old and bring in the new, create the life that we want, birth our new selves, birth our new way of being, our new life, our new bodies, to integrate our higher bodies into the physical body. Because not every one of us has developed their connection to their subtle bodies as much. So I have seen through the work and healing that I do that many of us right now are activating different bodies. Some activate a lot of the bodies at once. Some are going gradually in a process from 3D to the higher dimensions. Some were always activated, but they needed a little bit of healing to just like to really anchor the energy into the 3D. So we're all multidimensional beings, and we also have endured through our soul's path different situations that caused different, let's say, like imbalances or damages in some of our bodies. So it depends on the person, it depends on your energetic configuration, it depends on your soul, it depends on your past lifetimes, it depends on many things. But collectively, we are activating our subtle bodies now more than ever. We are coming online with our knowing and our connection to the stars, to the star systems, to our origins as star seeds, to our origins as souls, and to our configuration as multidimensional beings. So this is something that has to be integrated as well. And this is part of what we're doing, and this is part of why sometimes the energies feel so heavy, or you feel very tired, or diseases come up. This is all part of the process of purifying and refining the body and reconnecting to your divinity, to your higher self more and more. Sirius also represents the higher self. So right now it is a very good time to release. It is a very good time to do healing. It is a very good time to practice meditation, to discover new spiritual practices, to connect with your higher self, to get messages from your unconscious, to get messages from your higher self, to connect to your spiritual team, to connect to other beings, to angels, if you want to try that. There's a lot of connection going on, and you can tap into all of this through your emotional body, through water, through feeling, through sensation, through feeling the sensations of your body. So, for example, I was just told to share this. When I was starting to receive more and more messages from my higher self and from the divine, when I started to become more clairvoyant and clairaudient, and when I started to really receive clear messages and clear insight on things, and also of people, of like really receiving information from the other soul and things that I never knew, so really bringing in this telepathy gift and this clairvoyance and clairaudience. When this started happening, it happened because I was told and I was guided to work on my physical body, to work on all of my bodies and healing and connecting them, but also to establish the connection between the spiritual realms and the physical plane through my body. So it was really important to really notice the sensations when I was channeling, for example, because when you channel information, when you're a channel for high information, the first thing you notice is how your body's feeling changes. So you no longer see your body the way you normally do, but you see your body as a tool, as a channel to anchor all this spiritual information. Because spiritual information that we download, if we don't do the downloading part, the grounding part, and if we don't learn how to use our body to anchor that energy, it can be, the whole knowledge can be in you, but you won't be able to interpret it. The energy may be vibrating in you and pulsating through your body, but you won't be able to do the 3D connection to language, to speak the words that you're hearing, or to write out the words that you're hearing, or to feel in your body the healing that is occurring. So, because we're in this 3D world, we need to anchor through our bodies all the spiritual things. So that's why we as light workers are always emphasizing drinking water and taking care of your body and resting and doing joyful things and doing things that make you feel pleasure in your body, that make you feel good. Because through this state of feeling good and through this state of relaxation is when we really are able to anchor all the information that we're receiving and to put it into words and to translate it through our unconscious or our conscious mind. So to bring it to our conscious mind. And when I was starting to do this, because I would have the feeling that I was receiving a lot of messages, but I had a hard time, like after I received them, in translating and in being sure of what I was receiving, right? So this is something that happens to almost all light workers. And when it really shifted and when everything started to become very clear was when I started to engage my body more. So I discovered that when I'm channeling, I have this specific feeling in my body. It's kind of like pulsing energy through all of my body. Sometimes my palms get really warm, for example. And my head also, all of my energetic body feels different. My voice changes. And I start to become this tool of transmission. So this is why I also say that in all of my videos and my channelings, my voice carries a certain frequency and certain activations and transmissions for you to receive, for everyone who is receiving this, for everyone who will be guided to these videos, to, if they're willing and their soul is prepared, they can also activate these gifts and receive these activations and these frequencies to help them uplift their frequency. So we are really in a place and in a time where the ones who are doing this work, the ones who are working with light, the ones who are healing, the ones who are twin flames, who are awakened souls, we are given all the tools. And sometimes the tools aren't what we think they are, but it is like a whole thing. It is a complete 360 transformation. So it doesn't just involve, like the periods of time where you actually connect directly to spirit, or the times where you meditate. You're constantly receiving this, and we're constantly transforming. Of course, the times when we are very conscious about it, the more conscious we are, the more we can ascend faster. We can do this process in a shorter time. So today I wanted to invite you to really tune into your body, to start breathing in, and to do this small meditation with me. I'm going to do just a few things that I was guided to share with you. It's going to be actually a repeat after me, and these are going to be just phrases that you can repeat during these days, and as long as you need and as long as they served you, just to reinforce the letting go of the old and the bringing in of the new. So the phrases are the following. Please take a deep breath in and repeat after me. I let go, knowing that by letting go, I am creating space for better things to come into my life. I let go, knowing that by letting go, I am creating space for better things to come into my life. I let go of the past, knowing that by letting go of the past, I am creating space for better things to come into my life. Take a deep breath in. I let go of fear, and by letting go of fear, I create space for more guidance, love, support, and safety to come into my life. I let go of fear, and by letting go of fear, I create space for more guidance, love, support, and safety to come into my life. I let go of running, and by doing so, I allow peace, clarity, and stillness to come into my life. Take a deep breath in. I let go of running, and by doing so, I allow peace, clarity, and stillness to come into my life. I let go of doubt, and by doing so, I allow trust, self-confidence, and strength to come into my life. I let go of doubt, and by doing so, I allow trust, self-confidence, and strength to come into my life. Take a deep breath in. I let go of anger, and by doing so, I allow forgiveness and compassion into my life. I let go of anger, and by doing so, I allow forgiveness and compassion to come into my life. One more time. I let go of anger, and by doing so, I allow forgiveness and compassion to come into my life now. Take a deep breath in and let go. So this is just a small exercise that you can also replace with your own words and with your own things that you want to let go of, and replace them with the things that you want to invite into your life. And you can repeat this several times throughout the day, or in the morning, or before you go to sleep, because we're also activating a lot of dream state right now. We are very active. We're healing and clearing a lot through dreams. And Sirius has also a lot to do with the twin flames, because it has to do with the masculine and feminine energy. So since 1994, it was like the opening of the Sirius energy vortex. And since then, it's like we have been slowly integrating this feminine energy. And now, in the new galactic year, we are going to start to feel the energy of the feminine, of the Divine Mother, come in even more. So this is kind of like starting out a whole new period, a whole new way of life, a whole new way of relating to ourselves, to our body, and especially for women right now and for Divine Feminines. It's a time to really embrace your femininity, to really embrace your mother energy, to really embrace also through this energy the masculine. And for the masculine, this is a time of reconnection, of opening of the heart, of opening of your emotional bodies, of reconnecting to the emotional body, and of also feeling safe again in this polarity. So bringing back the trust and the safety between the genders, and bringing in the trust and the safety between the masculine and the feminine. So we're integrating yet again, and we're integrating even more. So we are going to transmute a lot. It is a period of great transmutation, great transformation, and great transcendence. So since we are receiving this energy of the Divine Mother now, what we're feeling now, it's going to come in more and more and more until infinity. So it's an energy that it will no longer go away. And this is also an energy that is connected to Atlantis and to Lemuria. So we are going to connect and to heal with our ancient timelines from these places, from these civilizations, and we're able to download the knowledge and to let go of all the things that we don't need, and all the suffering and all the trauma, whatever we had in these past lifetimes, we can let go. But we have to remember to put the intention, set the intention to really anchor all the good stuff, all the good, all the knowledge, all the light codes, all the things that we have learned. It's like a time to analyze also through the Mercury retrograde and all the retrogrades that we're having this month. And today especially it starts this period of retrogrades, that we also integrate, and that we also see and acknowledge how far we've come, how much we have endured, all the things that we survived as old souls, as awakened souls, as twin flames. Whatever is going on in your journey, whatever is going on in your life, whatever challenges you may be facing, that you remember who you are, that you remember your strength, that you remember that you're a divine being, that you remember your higher self connection, your higher knowledge, and that you remember how far you've come, all the things that you have done, all the good that you have brought into life, and all the times that you chose love, and all the times that you have chosen to love yourself and to pull yourself out of darkness. This is the strength that you have, and it is building up even more. And the more we connect to our divinity, the more we are lifted up, and that we are taking to higher timelines where we don't have to experience all this sorrow and all this pain in the same way that we did before. It's changing. The way we see, feel, and perceive the world, the way we create our universe, the way we create our reality is changing as well. So now it is a time to take power back. It is a time to heal. It is a time to take action in really consciously letting go of things and being open, opening your heart through healing, through whatever you do, but being open to receive all the goodness, being open to receive all these changes that are coming, that we are being supported by the universe. We are not alone. You are not alone. You are so surrounded and so supported right now. So please remember that and take advantage of that. Ask for help. Ask for the things you need. Connect to your higher self. And if you need help, reach out. Okay, so this is the period of the goddess returning. And also what I wanted to say is that Sirius is also connected to the dolphins and whales. So it's connected to the rose ray. It's connected to the unconditional love. So you can tap into this energy through the waters. You can go to the ocean, or just tap into the energy of playfulness, of beauty, of compassion that these beautiful beings have, because they anchor this vibration on earth. And when we connect to this vibration, we can also receive a lot of healing. So if you have any dreams about the ocean, about dolphins, you can also work with them in your meditations. And you can also ask for their support to activate your gifts, and to activate your pineal gland and your pituitary gland. So remember and feel that you're receiving a lot of I see this like stardust, like star codes, light codes, and sacred geometry coming in from Sirius right now. And it feels, in my own experience, it feels like I am a little dizzy. um, and like also a feeling of expansion. It's like our light bodies are being expanded. So try to fill up with this energy and try to let go of the things that you don't no longer need. Your intention is enough to do this. And also please be patient with yourself. This is also a time of being very patient, of developing our inner vision, our all our gifts, but also to expanding our vision to the higher, to align with the divine plan, to understand and to reach out to others, to connect to others, but also to focus on our mission to serve others, to do what we came to do here. So having a lot of love for yourself and getting to know yourself better and getting to the place of healing, of peace, and having patience with yourself through the process will take you a long, long way. Okay? So this was a message for you guys. I hope you have a wonderful 7/7 portal and you take advantage of it. And this is all a preparation also for the Lionsgate, for Sirius rising on the 26th, and then for the Lionsgate that it opens on the 26th of July and then it closes, or it lasts until the 12th of August. So on the 8th of August, I will probably do a live chat, a live stream, a live healing. So stay tuned for that. And also on the 16th, we are going to have the partial lunar eclipse, which is going to be very supportive also of all these energies of the eclipses. These energies are wonderful. So on that day, we're going to have the full moon gathering for Divine Feminines. It is a free event and you can join us there. You will receive healing, we will heal together, and these are just beautiful opportunities to share and to heal with other women around the world and to connect as souls and to really bring the healing forward, to bring healing to a greater audience or to greater parts of the world. So please join me for that. You can just book the free session on my website under Book Online. And I think that's it for now. So I also wanted to say that I will be going to New York City in August and all through September, and I will be doing live healings, like one-on-one sessions and group healings, and also in New Jersey area. So if you are there, let me know, we can connect and I will give you my dates and maybe we can organize something, a workshop or something like that if you guys are up for it over there. So I'm wishing you a lot of love for today. Enjoy these energies as much as you can. Go with the flow and be open to receive. Okay, if you can connect to your heart, open your heart and receive. This is the best thing right now. I'm sending you a lot of love and a lot of blessings.